Collects Darren Ravel here with the great. You're the great. I mean, Marcus Allen.
You're funny.
High school championship in college with USC, Raiders championship, Hall of Famer. God, what do you not have? Heisman, Doak Walker, comeback player of the year. I mean, I could go on. I mean, this we wouldn't even have an interview. What are you doing today? I know you're working with Emory on the study of brains. Why is that important to you?
Well, bringing awareness and attention to brain health. Emory is a leader in neuroscience and pharmacology and sports medicine, and Jerome Bettis.
And Jerome Bettis. You got to say hello to. Sorry, you got to say hello.
Sorry,
to Jerome
I got to say hello to my guy.
That's all right. That's all right.
And they have therapies that they're testing out that will bring, I think, immediate solutions to, brain swelling, short-term and long-term. The studies are promising, and so
something happens. They're on it that could then stop what's happening.
Absolutely, because it's we all know it's, the Super Bowl's great and stuff, but not only with sports, but I mean, you think about with soldiers. I mean, there's a lot of people that deal with brain injuries, so it impacts all of us and stuff. And one of the, it's very difficult for me sometimes to see former teammates that aren't what they used to be.
Did you have a lot of concussions during your career?
I had 2 concussions.
That you knew?
No. I had 2. I had one in college. I was actually jumping over the top and did a somersault, landed on the back of my head.
Into the end zone?
Yes, into the end zone, like a boxer hits his back of the head on the canvas. And the other one was really interesting. I went to cut a guy, and obviously.
So you didn't have the ball. You were.
No, I was blocking. Yeah. And what I did, I instinctively do. I got up, right, and obviously I stumbled. The staff came out because I was near the sideline. The staff came out and got me, and then they sat me back down, gave me some smelling salts. And at that particular time, the test was.
Oh God! Alphabet 1, 2, 3.
How many fingers do you have?
Oh God damn! And you got it. You nailed it.
And I never really cursed at the medical staff, but in order to sort of emphasize that I was really fine, I did. Right? How many fingers you got up? I know how many darn fingers.
And
I
you
have
did
up.
it.
Yes. And then
oh my God.
The second was what year it is. I know what darn year it is, right? And so.
And you didn't.
And I emphatically said that, so they said he's fine, right? And so what I did was to go stand back next to the coach and let him know that I was ready to go back in. Well, I went back in. I got in the proper place in the huddle. And
you
then
forgot.
I got in the proper formation after they called the play. And then once I started to go fast, my head started to spin. And all I remember was it was early third quarter, and I became cognizant in the fourth. So I faded to black, right? And really missed an entire quarter. And I asked the guys, what was I doing on the sidelines? And they said, and this is the second time that, the first time that it happened in college and the second time in the pros, I was laughing the entire time. But it just completely faded to black. But I'm fortunate I'm not to have any of the symptoms or, that some of these guys that are experiencing today, CTE and things like that. And again, I love my teammates, and they're, any time that I can help guys out in any way. Emory's doing a fantastic job. Once again, they have therapeutics in trials right now that are extremely promising.
That's awesome.
So we're really looking forward to getting the message out and trying to get guys to really sort of concentrate on something that is really important, because it's a very tough game. It's a very physical game.
And kudos to you for doing that.
Well, thank you. I mean, we've seen the evolution of the game, right?
Yeah.
They started with what, leather helmets, and then they went with suspension, and then
also
they
on the doctor's
had
side, listen,
bubbles.
the Raiders
Right.
doctors were kind of a put you in crowd back in the day.
that was all the teams.
Everyone. Yeah, everyone.
So
Yeah,
I mean
yeah, yeah.
it's not an indictment on the league.
No,
We're
it was
not trying to
sign of the
litigate
times.
anything. Yeah, it was just the time that it was,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so we're not here to do that. We're here to bring awareness to something that's really important. And Emory's at the is really at the forefront of, and the doctor Christine Gavignano is like the Barry Sanders of doctors.
man,
you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
best.
She's great. She's really making inroads.
At Collect, we cover collectibles. The rise of game use stuff has been pretty insane. Obviously, in the 80s, you guys didn't. It was the game use stuff. So a helmet of yours that was matched to 5 games recently sold for $16,000. I mean,
Well,
the jerseys are.
I have a helmet that I think is the best helmet of them all.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
Right. And if you go back and watch it was my senior year, we were playing Oklahoma. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And all you see is me go to the sidelines and get somebody else's helmet. Well, I was hit on the play where the helmet cracked, and they got 2 circular cracks up here.
Yeah, got some red on it from OU, a helmet.
I'm talking about, I don't know what helmet, I even hate to say, I think I was wearing a Rydell at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm talking about indented, cracked. That's game worn.
Yeah.
And that is like, because
You have it now or no?
Of course I still
that's
have
great.
it. But you can actually see when it happened. You can see me go to the sidelines. So I mean, you talk about evidence of game
That's great.
worn.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
No doubt about it.
What did you keep? You keep your jerseys and stuff, or not really?
I kept a lot of footballs and
Footballs.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a few jerseys that I kept. Yeah.
What do you?
The most important one is I used to have is the first ever 10,000, 5,000.
Yeah. That's a pretty amazing one.
Yeah. One year to first, and it's still dirty. I never washed it.
That's the
It's
thing.
like-
You got to keep the dirt on it.
Yeah.
What do you think about how crazy the things jerseys
I
selling for
don't even,
100,000?
I don't even think about that stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I have a few things at home that are
Do you display it, or
priceless.
is it in boxes?
No, all my stuff is hidden. No. Instead of having an I Love Me room, I have a room,
Right.
but it's not it's actually hidden.
Got it.
It's an element of surprise. You go like, where's your, then you go
Oh,
like,
I got it. Yeah.
you're kidding me, really?
It's there,
yes.
and you got.
So it's not like, it's
It's a little bit more subtle. Right.
subtle.
It's not like,
That's
here's the love me room.
Yes,
I'm loving
exactly.
myself every day.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that route.
Marcus Allen, thanks so much for joining
Thank you.
us. I really appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Okay.